Alright, what's going on, people? It's AFlyingModem, casual gamer who likes to play competitively, and we are going to play some Doom. So bad. Alright, what's going on, people? It's AFlyingModem, casual gamer who likes to play competitively, and we're going to be playing some Gears of War 4 Horde mode because I didn't want to play like multiplayer and be like super focused and couldn't talk and have to cut up the video, and I didn't want to do the story for those who have not played Gears of War 4 story yet and so on and so forth but want to watch this video. So Horde mode was like the perfect mix of both. It's not super intensive and I need to focus and I can talk, but it's not necessarily story mode either. So we are going to jump into some normal Horde mode, look for some people to play with and so on, and talk with y'all, man. Microsoft just had its press conference for E3. Admittedly, I started watching, I was super excited, and then I fell asleep because I haven't been asleep and blah blah blah. But I watched the past broadcast of it, and oh my god, was I just amazed. Like, I was literally sitting there on the edge of my seat the whole damn time, and I'm just like, oh, this feels good to be an Xbox One fan, or just a fan of the brand, period, right? So I feel like Microsoft hit on a lot of points. Some of my predictions, if y'all seen the prediction videos I did with my podcast members, Yuri Strix and Black Megas, you will see that some of my predictions weren't actually too accurate. We did get pricing for Xbox Scorpio. We did get a lot of games. We did get a lot of exclusive games. It was just game after game after game after game after game. In total, they showed 44 games, and 22 of those games were exclusives. And we got a lot of first looks at gameplays and so on and so forth from their press conference, right? Which was amazing. So, you know, just to kick it off, let's talk about Xbox Scorpio, because obviously that was a big point in the conference. Just a big point in gaming in general, because everybody's been talking about Microsoft's new console. And at first, when they started talking about the specs and the power of it and all that stuff and giving numbers, I was like, oh shit, I was kind of scared. I really hope they're not going to do the whole numbers things all over again. But then they didn't give the pricing, and I was like, why did you go with the numbers but didn't do the pricing? So at first I was kind of confused, and no, at first I was kind of scared, then I was kind of confused. Now looking back at it, I was like, oh, that was actually a pretty good idea. So regardless of how many people sit here and say, really, nobody know what the Xbox Scorpio specs are, nobody knows about the power of the Scorpio, whatever, there's actually a lot of people who don't know. I talk with people in my Twitch channel chat all the time where they're just like, yeah, so what's so special about the Scorpio? I don't really understand it. And I have to explain to them, like, okay, these are the capabilities, this is what it's supposed to do, this is what this and this and this. So all of that is actually a factor. So I do understand why they quickly went over the specs. They didn't spend too much time on it. They're just like, yo, this is what we bring to the table, and so on and so forth, and this is what powers this 4K gaming that you're going to see on the stream. Now, I will argue that some games, right, did not need 4K resolution. We've always joked about, yeah, we're gonna buy a $1,000 PC just to play Minecraft at 4K. Awesome. And that's always funny. Why am I want to look at my character, but I can't. Why am I a zombie Dom? That is so weird. But you know, now Minecraft has 4K, and to Microsoft credit, there was actually a lot of games being shown in 4K 60 FPS. You know, if it truly was, you know, 4K 60 FPS, I definitely think you could definitely tell there was just a huge difference in details of the game, and just the visual fidelity of the game, and just like the world, when you look further into like the picture, like the background wasn't like super blurry or anything. It was actually pretty sharp. So that was actually pretty cool to see, man. I think they answered a lot of the, well, is it actually 4K or is it checkerboard rendering or is it upscaled and all that other shit people be talking about. I think they've done a great job of silencing the haters and saying like our machine, our Xbox One X, we'll get to the naming in a minute, was actually capable of running 4K games at 4K 60 FPS with the settings turned up. That's what's up. I'm really happy about that. So let's get into the naming. The naming I'm not too keen on. I mean, like, it's, you know, a name for the sake of a name, if anything. I would have liked for them to keep it at Xbox Scorpio or something better than Xbox One X, but I do understand the name branding at the same time because they want you to know that they're still going to support the base Xbox One along with the Xbox One S, and this is the Xbox One X. And I guess X standing for like extreme or enthusiast or enthusiast or something along the lines of that. I didn't kill not one person that way. The early waves are usually like pretty slow too, but whatever. So the naming, right? Xbox One X, it's not the best of names. I'm not just like, oh yeah, that just rolls off the tongue. But I do understand the branding and so on and so forth, and to actually it be related to the Xbox One family, right? They don't want it to seem like a new console that's separate from the Xbox One. And that's good for a few different reasons. It's good for sales because if people are under the impression this is a new console, they may be turned off or turned on to it. If they're under the impression it's a part of the same family, they'll understand that if they upgrade to the Xbox One X, all of their stuff transfers over, which is good. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah, let's go. DR1 destroyed.
I definitely think. Oh, he kicked me. We can talk about this. I didn't expect that shit. Yo, this shit. Yo, he really changed. Whoa. I am missing. Time to go. Whew. There we go. We are playing on PC. I felt like this would be a good way to show off some higher rendered visual fidelity that Xbox Scorpio will be capable of. I'm actually playing the game in 2K resolution. It's not 4K, but hopefully this can give you an idea of what it may look like for, you know, the foreseeable future. It'll actually absolutely look better than this. So we talked about the pricing, we talked about the name, we talked about how the brand is keeping it together. Let's talk about the games because, like I said, the Xbox Scorpio or the Xbox One X now, they were saying, you know, it won't be really many games for it and so on and so forth. And if you upgrade to the hardware, like I said earlier, you want to be assured that what you spent on this, you know, on Xbox already is going to transfer over, and they absolutely have provided that service. So now your games from the original Xbox One, you know, will transfer over and everything. They will play on Xbox One X. And they're even going to over 30, but exactly 35 titles will have a 4K or some kind of Xbox enhanced update for, you know, better visual fidelity, better frame rates and so on. And that's what's up, man. That's definitely something to be excited for when you purchase a new console. You know, it's going to be supported, you know, if you upgrade from the Xbox One and so on. Now, with that being said, they've also added a whole lot of value to their just gaming brand, period. with the addition of bringing later on, not at the start, but later on when they bring the original Xbox library of games into the backwards compatibility program, and that's going to be amazing. You know, it adds so much value to it.
Good to go.
And it adds the nostalgia feel to it, because admittedly I don't really care for older games. Like, I don't go back and play older games too often at all, but it's just some games when I'm just like, man, if only I could play this one game on Xbox One, and you know, go on a nostalgia trip with my family that I used to play these games with in our living room, and so on and so forth, and you know, things of that nature. And to see them play better on Xbox One X or Xbox One S or whatever, that would be totally amazing for me. And I think they've hit on that. You know, Sony has had their PS, and I think it's something along the lines of PS Now. I'm not for sure on the PS, what it's actually called, but I think it's PS Now, where they're, you know, letting you stream the PS1 and PS2 games. Sorry, I'm trying to think. And that's what's up, you know, that they have that, but you know, they're not letting you go back to like your PS3 games and so on and so forth. So now Xbox has it to where you get your original Xbox One, actually your original Xbox game library, and you get yeah, Xbox 360, and you also get your oh shit, I wasn't trying to do that, please don't execute me. You know, you get all of these things for don't let him kill me, freaking Jason. You get all of this value for being a part of the Xbox One brand, and it's just like, damn, it feels good to be, you know, an Xbox supporter, Xbox fan, and so on. But that, you know, that just wasn't the only thing at the show. And like I said, they showed so many games and so many exclusives. So excited for Crackdown 3. Like, oh my god, anybody who says that Crackdown isn't like one of Xbox's biggest franchise is just sleeping on Crackdown. Crackdown is like one of my favorite franchise. It's nostalgia filled. Like, I love Crackdown. And just the whole presentation was on point, even if their whole, you know, press conference wasn't all of their games or all exclusives or anything of that sort. You know, they showed a lot, man. Like for instance, the Anthem game that I'm going to talk about in a separate video. I'm kind of fanboying out about that, but that Anthem game on Xbox One X looked amazing. Like, oh my god, it looked amazing. And for, you know, Xbox to come out with the heavy hitters and be like, yeah, game developers, y'all should show y'all first, you know, gameplay viewing, or, you know, display your game's first world view on our platform at E3. Xbox is doing the right thing. They're coming out with the heavy hitters, man. That's what's up. You know, even with PlayerUnknown Battleground, they're coming with PlayerUnknown Battleground to Xbox One. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's not coming to PlayStation, and that is that's a big blow to Sony. Like, absolutely. That is a huge blow to Sony. This is one game that Sony definitely would want. Whew. Goddamn drone trying to blow up on me. Holy shit, it is time to go. Oh shit, I would be the last one standing. Now I have to focus. I'm definitely looking forward to
Commencing reload. Decay.
Help.
Another dead bot.
Damn, what? Oh, I didn't know there was someone behind me. Oh, that's what happened. Everybody left. Well, shit. So, while we look for another match, I'll continue talking about the Microsoft press conference. Like I said, we did joke about
Area secure.
Minecraft actually getting 4K, you know, upgraded to 4K with its resolution and texture packs and stuff like that. That's cool, I guess. I don't think it ever needed it, but that's cool. Sea of Thieves was cool. I like seeing Sea of Thieves. I'm really hoping it's nothing like No Man's Sky, where they're promising it's always going to be different. They didn't necessarily say that it's always going to be different, even though I feel like they kind of alluded to it. Hopefully it's you know, a vast experience for their players and so on and so forth. But Sea of Thieves did look cool. I like the artwork. I like the commentary dude was providing. You know, unless you're streaming, then you have tons of people in the chat to help you out and stuff like that. The commentary was actually pretty cool for Sea of Thieves. And you know, Metro Exodus. Metro Exodus looked really good. And when I seen it and like I was like looking at it like, what's going on? And so on and so forth. I just got the feeling like, man, this feels so, you know, like, I want to say, let's do it on casual. This feels so apocalyptic. And when I started seeing the trains and the tunnels and the creatures, and I've seen gameplay of Metro Last Light in, you know, 2033. And I said, oh man, this might be Metro Last Light, and it was. And I was like, wow, this game looks really good. I might have to play this. That and State of Decay 2. State of Decay 2 looked amazing. And not only did it look amazing, the gameplay looked like something I've always wanted for a zombies game. And I'm really interested in that. I kind of got the feeling that it was maybe like what is that game that I can't think of at the moment? Dying Light. I thought it might have been Dying Light 2, but obviously it wasn't Dying Light 2. We got to see gameplay of Shadow of War. Oh my god, so amazing! I can't wait to play. If you haven't followed me on Twitch, now would be the good time to follow me on Twitch. We will be doing a playthrough of Shadow of Mordor leading up to Shadow of War, and we're gonna do a full play of Shadow of Mordor, probably do the DLC as well, and then lead that into Shadow of War. And but that game looks amazing. Can't wait to play it. You know, I'm already pre-ordering it and everything. Like, I'm definitely excited for that. If you don't know, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so this is definitely gonna be like just phenomenal for me. I can't wait for this. Of course, they showed off their Forza. We got to see some gameplay of Assassin's Creed Origin. Of course, that leaked a little bit earlier, but we got to see actual gameplay of it. And like I said, Microsoft coming out with the heavy hitters, showcasing certain gameplay on their platform first, which is really good, man. That would be a good thing to do, right? Because now everybody's gonna be talking about the Xbox conference. We got to see games like Cuphead and man, I think it was Deep Rock Galactic, but like just so many games. Life is Strange, the prequel. I've been watching somebody play through Life is Strange. It's amazing. I might actually play through Life is Strange now because I've seen the prequels coming out. That's actually pretty dope. Just so many things. Microsoft absolutely hit the nail on its head with their press conference. Xbox Scorpio pricing, I predicted it would be somewhere between $399 and $599, no more than $599, right? But I was more so leaning towards $499. And the reason why I was more so leaning towards $499 is because that's been like the magic number, right? When AMD, you know, when the pricing for the CPUs had to be competitive and so on and so forth, and they were offering like great performance for a competitive price, the magic number was $499. So AMD is one of their sole providers when it comes to the hardware. And while they were saying this is a premium console and I did not think that meant like, oh, $6 or $7 or $8 or $1,000 console. I really was just like, they're going to give us the performance we need for the price we want, and they're pretty much giving us affordable 4K gaming. And I don't know any computers that you can just put together from like all new parts and so on and so forth, and even some older parts that you can just put together and do 4K 60 FPS gaming with the settings turned all the way up or really high and so on and so forth. You know, 4K 30, sure, 4K 48 FPS, or you know, 50 FPS maybe, but not just like a locked 60. You know, with no dips and nothing like that, and keeping the latency really low. But they dead on hit their objective with pretty much, you know, I'm giving us 4K gaming at 60 FPS at an affordable price, and the cost of 4K TVs now are going down, and so on and so forth. And like, I've made a video which you can check out here, why PC gamers and just gamers in general should support the Scorpio. This is gonna be huge for the gaming industry, just period, because it's going to almost force people to give us 4K textures, 4K resolution optimization, and so on and so forth, because they have to optimize their games for Scorpio, or Xbox One X actually. So you know, all relative videos you can check in the card section. You also look at the description for any links and so on and so forth. If you like the video, please like the video. I know I've rambled on for like, I don't know how long we've been recording, but it's been pretty long. And I would really appreciate if you comment down below, join the conversation, and let me know how you feeling about Xbox E3 press conference. You know, what you thought about it. If Xbox, you know, or Microsoft failed in capturing their audience or delivering to the audience. Personally, I give them 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10. I would watch it again, even just to see some of these game trailers and so on. It's been huge, to say the least, and I definitely would recommend, you know, going to check it out for yourself, even for like certain, you know, trailers and so on and so forth. It's pretty damn cool, man. Like I said, I was on the edge of my seat. I was proud to be an Xbox One owner, or proud to be an Xbox One fan, and so on. But yeah, that's been a video, man. I do appreciate you watching and so on. And with that being said, I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.